Hi, I'm Exis and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, La Resistance, and we're continuing as Germany. And I thought before we start doing anything, I noticed that we were missing one of our generals on the east front. So let's get Mr. Schultz in here. So we've got someone here, and I also happen to notice that Blaskowicz here has earned the right to become an infantry expert. Perfect. Don't think any one of the other ones has anything here. So, I thought we'll start this episode with when we can... Where do we want to move these? Well, we can probably put one gang over here, and let's actually keep Manstein around here for now. Wonder where they're going. It looked like they're going away from here anyway. Put them down there in Paris for now. And we were doing some checking of our occupation laws last time, and I just put most of them up to military governor or martial law, trying to get the resistance target down as low as possible. And I've read on a little bit, and I don't think this is the correct way to do, because compliance gain here is very slow. So what we want to do is try to hit the resistance target that is somewhere between 50 and 75%, so we gain compliance as fast as possible. We're just going to quickly go through all of these, and I think putting them down to... Well, let's try civilian oversight, see what we end up with. Resistance target of 63% and 55%. And here we've got a compliance gain of 0.73 instead of what we have under martial law before, 0.18. That's about 5 times more compliance per day with civilian oversight. And that will lower the resistance target as we gain more compliance. And it'll also keep our garrisons a little bit down. So let's just see if we can... Yeah, we'll just default them all, and we'll just go through them and check the... because we need to do this on a per state basis as well. So Belgium is fine. Burundi we seem to have gotten from Free France, since we ended up with a little bit, or down from Belgium of course, down here. So, exciting. But they've got very good compliance already. And they've got a average resistance. They don't seem to have a... Oh yeah, we need to go down on the per state basis level here. So the resistance target is 55, even at 50% here. And we're not gaining any compliance anyway, it looks like. Or? No. And I wonder why that is. If the new law didn't... Oh, because we don't have a full garrison here yet. They're still missing infantry equipment. That's also something we want to check for. So we just check the resistance targets here. That's 29% and 29%. They've got a full garrison, of course, so they're still gaining quite a lot of compliance. That's perfect. Let's see how we're doing in Denmark. Here we've got a resistance target of 35 and 40. So that's under control. France has a lot of territories, and looks like, and we've got a bit of compliance here too. It looks like most of them here are at 50. This one is at 54, so that's fine. 51, 47, 59 in Paris, of course. So in Paris we might actually go up to local police force. I can bring it down to 49 and slow down compliance gain actually by very much. We're doing 0.44 here, or 0.044, and here we're doing 0.019. So it's about half as effective there in Paris. But I think we've got to take that, because we don't, preferably we want to be below 50. because at 50% we start taking double damage to our garrisons. And at 75% you start getting all kinds of moduses, so you definitely want to stay under 75. 51% is okay, because the compliance gain we'll get during the time resistance ticks up to 50. We'll probably push that down below 50 or very close, and it'll drop down soon enough. And same thing there. 54 in Normandy. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. Yeah, see how they end up. But I think Paris was a good one to push down there. And civilian oversight seems to be the best here as well. And yeah, we'll leave all of those. And how we're doing here. See here, we conquered Norway quite some time ago, and we gained some compliance. And the compliance here is 2%. And that should be reducing more than 1% there. Must be some kind of rounding thing, and it's rounding up to 4% here and down to 1% here, because it's supposed to be half of the compliance. So if you've got 100% compliance, you get minus 50% resistance. And we're getting minus 1% here. And we just check Norway, Rwanda, and here we start with a lot of compliance. So the resistance target should be, but we haven't gotten our garrison into effect here yet. That's minus 24%, and those plus 40% are going to be gone very soon. And the same thing down here in Serre. We inherited lots of compliance since they've been occupied by the previous owner as well. They're used to being having someone else controlling them, I guess. Alright, so with that done, and that's because we want to have the compliance, because we're going to be occupying these territories for a very long time. Whereas if you're going to conquer them soon and puppet them, you don't need to care about the compliance, and you can use some of the other ones to gain short-term benefits, like this one. Or we'll get, see if we can get the tooltip up. Come on, there we go. We get a lot more resistance reduction, so nothing's going to happen. We might actually use brutal oppression when we invade the Soviet Union, just to make sure that they don't harm our supply lines. Let's see what happens. But I think this is a very nice one, and we've got two ones up here that can be good to know about, so we can see what equipment we've got. And I was looking through here before, and we're starting to put weapons 2 in here, and obviously we don't want weapons 2 on our garrisons. We're going to fix up the template to only accept number 1s, and armored cars, well, we're only producing 2s, we never produce the 1s at all, so that'll be the way it is. And then we've got what we've lost here, and we haven't lost very much at all in our garrisons as of yet. Now you can see here we've lost a bit of infantry equipment too. So before we do anything else, we'll just change that up. We're using this division there. Go into the equipment tab. I'm actually kind of okay with them using foreign equipment too, but now let's unclick those. I think these are equipment 1. MP38 should be our... I hope they do something here to make this a little bit easier, because we don't really need to distinguish on a per nationality. And let's actually that means we can't use, yeah, we'll use new equipment for now. We'll just untick our own 1941 weapons when we get them. That'll be fine. Let's play the clock a little bit here. And I was thinking maybe we should put up, we've got an airbase up here. Assassination of Trotsky. Oh yeah, that happens. Here we go down to... I wanted to get some these guys deployed, since we don't really have any use for them. And these are... we won't be doing any use at all up there. Could put them here. Oh, that's good. We have ways of making you talk. I hope so. Okay, well, how long? You're one more day here. Let's pop them down. There we go. And they can be... none of their support. Interception and naval strikes. Okay, just so we get some use of them. We haven't got any other use for the French naval or French carrier air forces. Okay, so what's happening up here now? War bonds and war propaganda. Well, we don't need war propaganda, that's for sure. And we want to save... we kind of want to get these before we do any... minus 5% would be... how many factories at the moment? Consuming goods is using 17. That is 41. It would probably be quite a decent chunk. And we've got quite a bit to work on here. And how much is it? 75 for 180 days. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Let's use it. Okay, what happened down here? Okay, so the British are down here. Well, we get to decide over Italy, but yeah, sure, we'll sign. Of course we will. Perfect. Okay, what happened here? Who's in southern England? Is Italy here? Okay, so Italy's doing some kind of bombing campaign in England. And Belgium and Denmark are defending northern England. Alright. Excellent. Everyone guarantees everyone. And what more do we have to do? Oh yeah, we've got some... we will put them here. No, we put them up. Let's go into air mode. I want to check these out here. And we've got a few more interwar bombers that we can put into these air groups. So for now we just put those down into one. And we'll use this one, and we'll just reorganize these. We'll pop one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those over. Well, those are on reserve only. They should be automatically accepting the older bombers. We put in a Fokker, so let's put in a French one as well. Let's go with these. Yes, I'm organizing again, sorry. Put these in again. There we go, and we'll disband this wing. And let's see if they... I'm thinking these should reinforce with the rest, but they don't seem to be doing that. Priority type, even though they've got them. Right, so if we put all of these, no, we can't do that. If we do that, put them up to specialized. Now they should reinforce with only bombers that are currently already in. I need to wait for the midnight tick before they start deploying. There we go. So they're back up to strength again. Perfect. Well, we could probably help the... how are the Italians doing here? Alright, so they moved in their fighters. But we would like to start a bombing campaign against them a little bit later. Actually, we see the little green thing here. That means we've completed 11 days ago. I wish we got a pop-up up in the row here for these. But this is the civilian administration. Can just clear this out. Or gain political power as well. But that must have been when we got that. Perfect. So we can let's just reassign our operatives here. Okay, so they're both at home, we don't want them there. And I was thinking we were having her down here just building an intel network, which we don't really need. We want to build up again as fast as possible here in the UK. So we'll actually move all of them over here. Let's put her over there. I just noticed we just got girl spies. That's a little bit fun. If we pop up here into the intel ledger, we've now got 100% civilian intel, and the important thing here is really under the 70%. Trade routes on map. So this is what's visible to us at the moment. We can see where where they're getting everything from and what they're getting and how big of an impact we're doing. So this means we can put our submarines where they're gonna hurt. So they're importing oil and aluminium from down here. Import transfers, yeah. And they're importing oil from Colombia and Venezuela, and they're importing aluminium from up here. And from down here, probably rubber, isn't it? Resource transfers, yeah. That's whatever resources they're making down here. It should be rubber. Right? Where can we see that? Here, yeah, 16 rubber. That would be another good one to kind of farm them on. And most of everything, of course, goes through the Mediterranean. All these nice ones here. So this is the zone we really want to focus on, because most of everything goes through there. If we can cut out the convoys there, we'll put a few up here as well. But at the moment nothing's passing through this zone here. And if we pop over to our naval one, you can see where our submarines are deployed. So you want to uncheck from there and uncheck from there. We're pretty safe out here, so it's not a bad zone to be in, but there wasn't a lot passing through there. We'll be better off having... I can probably put those up there. I will use these submarines. I think they need to switch between the map modes a little bit here, which is a little bit annoying. And this also means we can get this graph here, so we can see how many convoys they're producing and how many convoys they're losing. So we can see if we're actually managing to hurt their numbers. But we want to hurt this aluminium as well, since that goes into their fighters together with all the other resources they're getting in here. So what we're going to do is move our submarines down to patrol in this area. And we'll use our short-range submarines to hunt up here. And we might want to keep them here because they're importing oil there. We definitely want to stop them from doing that. We can probably put those short-range submarines to work up here. Because this also means we've got, since before, 100% naval intel. We can see what missions they're doing where. So they're doing convoy escort up here, but they're not doing anything up here, probably because they don't have the range for it. I don't know why they were doing convoy escort here. And they are doing convoy escort down here as well. It's probably the same 8 task forces over all these areas. I wonder if they've got anything going out there. Well, I think it is going to lose this very soon together with their entire army. And they've got... Do you have anyone? Yeah, they've got a few on convoy. Yeah, we've seen these before. Well, let's get our submarines deployed. So I'll be in here, here, and here. And we got our cruiser submarines. They're dealing there. Actually, they're. Well, we are fighting something here. We are fighting British convoys. Let's keep that checked on for now as well. I'm a little bit worried about this cruiser fleet, as we're not having, we don't have any reinforcements for it yet. So we're sending all of those down here, and we can probably put them on Bay of Biscay as well. Don't know if they were passing anything through there. Let's just check real quick. Oh, we can see them on the naval map mode too, that's good. Alright, so Lend-Lease to China. And we're not at war with China, are we? So don't think we can hit those anyway, but we'll have them on patrolling in here, doesn't hurt. And oh, we got over 70% on air intel as well, so we can actually see their numbers. So we can see that they're starting to build Spitfires, but they got a lot of Hurricanes going. And they got a few bombers there. And that's nice. I didn't think we were going over, because I was thinking of doing that. So it got over 70%. Oh, that's because we captured an operative, of course. That's plus 30%. We can probably see all their templates now as well. That's nice. They're making weird ones as well. They got stockpiles of things, and we can see what they run. You can get stockpiles of fighters. Got a lot of light tanks they're not using. Oh well. Yeah, so we'll keep these on convoy raiding. This is almost done. We'll put him out to sea. We'll put this one out to sea as well. And we can see that our okay, he was damaged. It's a bad one to click on. Since he's damaged, he's not gonna do 100% damage. These ones are above 30, so they'll kill any convoy in 2 torpedoes with, because of the torpedo 3. And they've only got 22 here, but since Dönitz has 5 attack and the Seawolf, that's another 45% damage and an extra hit chance and minus cooldown. And if they crit, of course, they sink the convoy with 1 shot, whilst the older models, they're down at 26, so they still need at least 2 shots if one of them crits, 3 if none crit, to sink a convoy. So these this design is a very effective design, and it's very cost effective as well, with it doesn't have a high production cost at all. A lot of people like to go all the way out, something like that. And yeah, sure, if you're gonna kill battleships, that's really good. But we can only have I can have 3 of the other kind of submarine instead of 2 of these, so we want to have some kind of mass for them as well. Yeah, we got them all out hunting. We wanted to reassign these guys. We want to stop this oil from coming in. So let's put them up there and deassign them from where they're patrolling. We could kind of want to hit that aluminium up here as well, but we'll leave that be for now. And these guys are down, yeah, they're hunting down here as well. Yeah, that's perfect. I think they've got enough to, we should be able to see their efficiency, 100%. That should be good. So now we just need to ramp up production of things. We got the new destroyers. Let's see if it moved over everything. So the only thing we really need to do is upgrade the engine there. Don't think we've got any new depth charges, so that's okay. And this is just a cheap submarine, but upgrading the hull and engines is worth it. because we increase the speed, and the speed will increase our survivability. So these are our new third starter, 1940, and of course they want to be named after historical destroyers, and I prefer to have this dual purpose battery on them. It does quite a lot of attack when they need to. And let's get some of these into production. So do we need to do duplicate design? Yeah, why not? Let's do it that way. Let's put these in. So we're removing 3 from there, but we're probably just going to let these. Let's put 5 in for now, or 8. We'll need them sooner or later. And we've got the submarines going full speed ahead there. What more new do we have here? And that's an empty hull. What do we get on that? Just the engine. And what do we have on our... Let's show those. On our mining, once we've got a mine rail. Is it easier to... So I think if we do a kind of sheepy one here, that costs a lot to replace. And put the mining rails on as 15. And if we go with the hull, I actually think it's going to be cheaper this way. No, it's going to cost 15 this way too. I think it's a little bit stupid that we can't go in here and just say, hey, I want to use this, the third hull, because that just changes the picture. It doesn't actually upgrade the hull. But with these we could actually use the older hulls. If we go back to that one and we just upgrade the engines. It's not like we're 41. And they're mostly going to die in a single hit anyway, so if we're going to do we want to do that at all? Nah, but we might pop some more of these into here and there. Let's just build 3 more of those so we get a few more into the mining fleet. Actually, let's make that 8. And yeah, so it's gonna be nice to keep track of that. Okay, so the Italians lost some destroyers here. And he's up patrolling here at the moment. Yeah, we're relocating these submarines, so that should be fine. We're kind of just hoping we can nail down this. Yeah, it looks like we found them here. That's perfect. Don't want to kill as many as possible of their convoy escorts, of course. And that's why we got these Deutschland and Grafspee out here in the first regard. Try and sink as many as possible of their convoy escorts. Perfect. Now let's get rid of some of these. Let's get into something so we don't get colorblind. Now we want to do something with all of these factories so we don't let them waste away. And well, we're kind of upgrading these. We've got plenty of rubber. Let's bump that up to 30 as well, just so we can start getting all of these out. Didn't we have a surplus of the armored cars? Or have we run through our surplus? Yeah, we're running a big surplus of armored cars. Only anti-tank that we're really running a deficit of. And a few of the fighters. That's probably one of the wings we've set to not reinforce with anything but a special kind. and they're converting now. Well, let's get some more tanks then. And some more anti-tank. So we're in need of 2 more imports of tungsten. Let's get something more, some that uses aluminium. Let's put some more into, I want some more into tactical bombers maybe. 3 apiece. Or if I want something that's only 2 apiece. These are even more, aren't they? 3. I guess we're back to, no, these are also 3. Let's put another one there then. Oh, that's 3 too. Oh well, it'll be the transport planes that get the bad end of it. And let's put the rest in here. So we'll import some from our new friends, Vichy France and tungsten. Sweden's got another one for us. Prefer not to get them from there, but we can get them from Portugal again now. So if we're gonna replace the Soviet ones and another one, as we'd preferably not give that much to the Soviet Union. And we need to build up our fuel supply before invading the Soviet Union. And we might actually want to build a few of the fuel silos before that as well. Let's see if we can. We'll put some in here, some of the 70 states. Do we have anything more? It's a 90 state we're building, and there is a fuel silo here already. That's perfect. Yeah, let's put some down here as well. Put one. Now we want to have some. Probably want to build refineries here. Alright, here's something. Naval combat. No, it's not what we're looking for. None of these are invasions, are they? No. We're just fighting a lot of convoys everywhere. And I lost another one there. Or do we have a bigger naval combat going? No, we're just killing convoys. What's this? Convoy battle. And another convoy battle. Are they trying to invade us here? I think they're just moving a lot of stuff through here. Oh yeah, because we've got the scout planes going here. So we're probably... We've got a lot of scout planes going here. We probably have very good chance of detecting enemy convoys around here. I'm nearly tempted to try and move one of these patrol groups down there. Oh, they lost another 4 destroyers. Okay, so anti-air is done, and we want to move on. We want to get both the artillery done and the anti-tank. And yeah, we'll start with the artillery. And here we got the resistance pop-up going. And that means it's past 25%. But the target is 40, so it'll stop at a decent rate, and we're gaining compliance steadily, which will in turn lower the resistance. Got compliance minus 3% there on the resistance. And we just kind of need to wait out a lot of this, and the compliance gets a chance to grow. No, we don't really see these as naval combat. Alright, so we got the support equipment here. And it's a little bit too early to go anywhere up there or there. I would really like this one, mostly for this bonus, to increase the hardness of all of these divisions. But I think more importantly than that is going over here, where we got the bonus there. I was kind of hoping to use that bonus over here, but it's a little bit too early to use that. Yeah, I should have started that one before we did the tactical air efforts. Oh well, we'll wait a little bit with tac bombers then, which is fine, because we'd rather have it on this one, and they're doing a good enough job if we compare these two. On ground attack it's a big difference, but we're not using these mostly for ground attack, we're using them mostly for naval attack, which they're also a lot better at, but these ones are fine and about equal to, these are a lot better, but these have a lot better range, so they actually reach somewhere and get it in efficiency instead. So we'll leave those as is. Wonder if we want to upgrade these. It's a lot more range. Well, it's a little bit early to go for these. We could go for this one actually instead. Yeah, let's go for fuel refining instead. So we get some more fuel from all that oil we're importing. And yeah, we'll have to keep a track of that one. And yeah, we're not low manpower, we've got 1 million manpower left. And I want to kind of clear these out, but I want to see if, so we're not losing any big ships. As long as they're losing a lot of convoys, that's great. At least we know we're in the correct areas to find their convoys. Okay, so we lost 2 submarines here. And that means they've got destroyers out here. There's not a lot we can do about. We can send patrols down here later, but if we try to send one of our cruisers down here or our panzer ships, where they're very quickly going to send up their destroyers. So we got going there. That's clearing him out now. And sunk another 10 destroyers, perfect. And they seem to have put up a big fleet here. So let's actually pause for a second and check where they're at. Since we've got the naval intel up here. And that must be their naval invasion support, and actually looks like they've landed their division here. So let's bring 2 of these guys. Looks like they're trying to land beside there as well, aren't they? Alright, you move over there for now. And let's temporarily divert 2 of these guys down there as well. And that should be fine. I totally missed the pop-up here on the side. There's another destroyer. There's no other reason for them to bring in carriers and everything down here. Yeah, not a chance. 55 ships, yeah, it's a very sizable force. You too, let's get in there. They shouldn't stand a chance. You get back there. And you guys get back there. Perfect. Alright, so we got... that's perfect timing. Yeah, alright. So... we want to upgrade our light cruisers if nothing else. And I'm not going for that. We are, however... I am a little bit tempted to do this. We're both 94 days. But this engine is really key to getting these super heavy battleships actually moving somewhere. That's going to take so long time to try and get one of these into the sea. While this one we can skimp out a little bit and build battle cruisers instead. Especially if we go with that as well. September. We really need the... we would really need to do this. We need to continue down here as well. Why are we doing that? Let's see what we got. Alright, so we're finishing another one in 4 days. And could go for doctrines down there. And we also want to get the magnetic detectors. The extra torpedo attack that will bring all our old submarines up about 30 as well, I think. Or if we want to go for the heavy ships. We don't really need these heavier guns because these will penetrate anything that the allies are going to throw at us for. Oh, these, I'm sorry. For most of the game, 36, since they're using at the most this armor here, the battleship armor with 31. There's a 36. While this one has 40. So if they started using this armor, which I've never seen the AI do, we'd need better guns. Let's go for this. We want to get those into the water if we're gonna get them done before. And that should be... Let's see what it's made a copy of. This is a copy of the Hipper, isn't it? Yeah, it's an exact copy of the Hipper with the new. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping they'd make a copy of our latest ship instead. Since now we need to pay for another upgrade of this. So what we're going to do is try to copy this design with as new things as we've got over onto this one. And that means we're going with light batteries, light cruiser batteries. Got an anti-air there. And what do we have here? We had dual purpose, we want better engines, radar, sonar. Let's bump the anti-air up. Oh yeah, we got another extra slot here for the depth charges. We're putting light cruiser battery on. We want anti-aircraft facilities. We do want torpedo launchers. And question is, we probably want to, no, not that one. Light cruiser batteries. And these are going to go with the historic light cruisers. Bremen. Oh, we already got a Bremen. That's going to be a little bit funky. Let's just call it the Lübeck class then and build 2 of them, right? Is it spelled that way? Lübeck, yeah. One class. And duplicate and save. And they're a little bit more expensive, or actually quite a lot more expensive, but they're a lot faster too. And faster means that they're more survivable. I'll build 2 of them, put them into the high sea fleet. As we start getting the big ones out there. And we never built any more of the Hipper class. Since the Hipper class is... we can actually use this one. This is a terrible design in all kinds of places. Now we want to increase these. Put radar on, of course. Do we want the fire control on these ones? That's a little bit of extra attack. We'll do that one the last. Let's bump that up. No, wait, we want to wait just a little bit more with these. Actually, we want to wait a little bit more with the other one too, because we still got 4 days for this. So let's cancel these 2, because we're going to upgrade their guns as well. We'll just lose a few days of... Oh, yeah. Okay, so they moved over. No, that's just where the hull ended up. Alright. Good. Let's fast forward and get those new guns. Cavalry goes into there. Do I have anything else? Yeah, sure. This one can go into. Where do we have them? Down here. And let's put you on guarding. Yeah, why not? We need to be somewhere. I thought for a second we were having a naval invasion here in Brittany, but just convoys, murdering more convoys. Perfect, so we got the medium batteries here, and if we're gonna put these out in 90 days, we want the armor for them in 75 days. Just get them out of the way there. I wanted to go with the land doctrine there, but we need these at the same time as these, and these are going to take 2 years to build, so... or now we'll probably make them as battle cruisers of 1.5, but still. Okay, decisions. Yeah, no, we're not going to do war propaganda against Belgium. There, we defeated them a long time ago. I'm not going to... don't click on those. Come on. That's now not very interesting to watch. So let's go back here into these, put these on, and we of course want to upgrade, no, not with those, with these light cruiser batteries. Rapid fire, light cruiser batteries, and we've got loads of them on here now. So that's a decent light attack. A little bit of a waste of naval experience, but we've got, so we can spare it. And we can just save that straight over the old design. Commission 2 of them, just as before. And now we can go in here. And we want to swap that one out to a gun, so it's the same as the Hipper class. Not that we're using any kind of that. And this would be the... let's just follow the naming convention. Lucha class. And we put the heavy cruiser battery on there. Anti-air, yeah, we'll save that one for last. Attack on the radar, upgrade the engine, dual purpose secondaries, and yeah, we're gonna keep the armor there. And now the old ones have a lot of heavy attack, and heavy attack is only useful in small amounts, really. It's not... these are going to get shredded by anything that's bigger than them, and everything that's bigger than them have heavy attack. So their armor needs to withstand light guns, since that will reduce the damage from light guns. So anything that can pierce them, or anything that can pierce them, will cause less damage. So that will save them from a lot of the light attacks from destroyers and light cruisers. And this is really a light cruiser killer. So we can do without the torpedo launcher there. We want to upgrade the float planes, and we want to have as much light attack as possible on this one, or as possible. We don't want to. So we're using the torpedoes here because that's the weapon they have against capital ships. What can we put here? We could have, if we can have a light cruiser battery there, can I have another? Kind of wanted to have, yeah, we can have a torpedo tube there. So we put 2 torpedoes on and float planes there. We don't want to have too many of these light cruiser batteries either, because the light cruiser batteries are gonna slow them down, and if they're slowed down, they're easier to hit, especially by torpedoes. And torpedoes are the biggest thing that sink these. So do we want to take the pop-up there? That's 0.8 extra light attack. For upgrading the fire control. and it's a reduction in reliability. So I don't think we want to do that. We might actually want to put a sonar on it instead, just to help the fleet out detecting submarines. We can't actually attack them, but they can find them. And if we can find them, we can stay away from them. I don't think it's worth it since we lose. Now we'll do this. We'll just keep the basic fire control module on there. That'll be fine. Oh, it's quite a lot more expensive than the original hyperclass, but this one is at least has a place in the fleet. So let's duplicate that one and let's save the blue tree class. We can obsolete that one. And that's this is the hyper designed, the new one. Let's obsolete that one as well. I don't think we want to do anything with this. I actually think they might be able to be viable as raiders if you remove their armor up their guns there. I don't think it makes any difference for, actually those are easier. That's what I'm just playing a little bit here now. I don't need the anti-air if we're gonna go raiding. Over here I do want to have those on. Because I don't think we can get enough light attack onto these. Nah, not really. It still need like 6 hits, 7 hits to kill a convoy. We need another one, another secondary there. And put the float planes there. And it's so expensive. So, I mean, you can get 10 subs for this. And this one's never going to kill as much as 10 subs before it gets destroyed. So we can obsolete those as well. Put those on, and these are capital ships. So put them on like that. Bring those down to the bottom. And yeah, we'll do it that way. We're mostly producing extras here now. Didn't we? No, we didn't do any kind of upgrades at all on these, did we? We just ordered some new ones. That's fine. And those are the upgraded ones. Yeah, sure. Let's go. And no one else there? No, yeah. Now they're all starting to get up here. I think it's going to be fine, all of these. This is... Okay, so we spotted them. It doesn't really do any... Okay, so they're up here trying to hunt us now, I think. Let's see if we can check this here. They're up on... No, they're on naval invasion support, convoy escort and patrol. Yeah, so they've got to put them on... I think they put their fleet up on patrol here. And now they're invading. No, they're down here invading us. They shouldn't be able to take us up there. You should be back there on that line. Okay, now that's a different matter. So let's bring him already over. Up to there. I think we took these two. Bring them down to there and to there. And get over there. And we've got these bombers, put them up on ground support instead. And that should be fine. Okay, so they withdrew their fleet now. How are we doing with our mines here? Can you see that? Now I need to be in the naval overview, I guess. 188 mines. We sunk a ship with mines. That's nice. put those up there. Okay, so the naval invaders are retreating from there now. Oh, I thought I told you to take the railroads up. It's gonna take ages if we're gonna march through the... Okay, so we got another paratrooper division. Put them down there somewhere. Okay, so we captured another one. Wonder if we can do anything with these we've captured. Doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, we soon got enough to prepare another... I kind of want to infiltrate... Oh, did infiltrate the navy? I thought we did. And we've got all the intel we really want to have from them at the moment. So maybe all of this is for nothing. Or we could maybe get their cryptography. Nah. But I would like to get this one up anyway. Encryption power. 10 factories. Can we spare them? Probably can actually. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do that. Let's get a better decryption. Paratroopers. Get into this army and move you down here. Kind of still waiting for the Yugoslavia thing to happen down there. Okay, and you're all here. Just wait for them to org up a little bit and now we'll attack. And maybe we should have some kind of commander assigned here. It doesn't have to be a high skill one. Defense, good. Perfect. Okay, so we reintegrated those. That means we don't have to deal with the resistance in Luxembourg and Alsace-Lothringen anymore. Perfect. So what we got left, we want to do modular construction and we want to do air innovations, and we don't really need that one just yet, so let's do modular construction first. That's gonna greatly increase the speeds we build submarines in, especially these. Makes a big difference for those, taking off about 90 production costs from them and 65 from these. Oh, 70 from these even. Oh, that's even better. Actually, we just want to build one of these and put them into the high sea fleet as well. North Africa. Oh, Italy actually got back their land here. You know what? I think Mr. Rommel's got a new task for him. We're gonna try and send them over here. Let's pull you there. And that means we put Manstein here instead. Yeah, scatter planning bonus. All of you guys down there. Factories, 2 more factories. And that's after we put some in there. What do we want to do? I mean, we want more dockyards, not more factories. Artillery? That requires tungsten as well. Not a lot more we need for the upgrades anyway, and then we're going to be done with those. I guess we can start stockpiling some more armored cars for the Soviet Union. Yes, now we've got a great chance at taking Suez, and when we take Suez or Gibraltar, we'll force even more of the... No, we want to be here. We'll force all the... let's actually pause there. Yeah, that's the correct decision of them to do. They can't stand against that alone. Alright, so if we manage to close the Suez Canal here, or Gibraltar, all of their convoys need to go around the long way, and that means we can hit them all the way up here, and we can hit them all the way up here to England. See, the AI actually saw now that we were making a lot of, we were concentrating our efforts down here, and they've actually rerouted. So just before we leave for today, we'll switch around again. We were here. So they're not here anymore. They're going up this way. And I think through... Wish we could see these at the same time. Well, that's actually... Let's stick around there. I think we've got enough to have a decent coverage anyway. Yeah, we've got 100%. They can raid in 9.5 efficiently. And we're raiding in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm guessing they're patrolling a lot around here. Oh yeah, 9. Perfect. And we're going to be spitting out submarines a lot faster now too, to replace our losses. So let's just clear off some of these icons so we don't have to deal with them next time. I think most of them are just... Now we need to click OK, otherwise they won't go away. Now we've got even more. And they're here, but they can't find us. And we're sinking convoys even if they are guarded. Not as many, of course, as if they're completely unguarded. But now with them spread out a little bit more, should be even better. Let's take you two in there, you three in there. Let's wipe them off. And I kind of wanted to just check this graph we've got going here. No, in here, in civilian, for the convoys, and in the last 3 months. Okay, so it looks like we kind of peaked there, 6th of September, and then they must have moved them around and kind of curtailed their losses a bit. Now we're in a much wider region, so we should be sinking even more. That's total factories. Oh yeah, and this is the Italian bombing campaign. I'm guessing. Produced bombers, lost bombers. No, that's how many bombers they're building and how many bombers they're losing, so they're building up their bomber arm at the moment. I guess that's a good defensive one to check. Okay. Oh yeah, because they're up here. I think they're just up here to protect the mine layers at the moment. Which is good. We'll go down and start laying mines down there. Because the mines... Yeah, we sunk one ship there, but the mines count to our naval supremacy here. So they increase our ship impact, and it'll also speed our ships up and slow down the enemy ships. And slow enemy ships are easier to destroy, of course. So let's just get these off the map here. And let's move our bombers back up. We can turn off close air support. Overrun, perfect. And let's just move divisions back. So we get them all. That way we don't have to deal with that next episode. Are we killing anything up here? It looks like did they reroute their convoys from there? Yeah. Wonder where they're importing their oil from. Nigeria. Or no, they are swapped over. They're importing their oil from the US now instead. So even the convoys coming in from the Mediterranean are having to take the long way around here, because we are focusing so much here. Now we'll be focusing in the entire Atlantic here, so they can't get past us. And we've got the capacity to spit out more submarines than they can sink. I'm fairly certain of. And then it's just a question of whittling down their convoys, and as soon as all the convoys are done, they're not going to be able to do much more. And they've got total ship count. Yeah, I want to see the convoy count. No, that's under civilian. Total convoy count is Ta-da, no dockyards, another production. Because we can just see, oh yeah, up here. So 540 convoys. Now we need to sink. Plus whatever they've got in production. And then we'll start resource starving them. So the battle for the Atlantic is on, and we're ramping up. And we'll call that an episode for now. And thank you for watching, and take care. See you next time.